Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My dear students, in today's class we are going to learn an important concept, that is nature of roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. As you know that you have learned this concept already in class 10th, but they are given same concept in class 12th also, and it is most important for competitive exams also, and for this extension also you will learn in this class. So what is the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation? Before that, what are the roots of a quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. For this, the roots are x is equal to minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So these are the roots of this quadratic equation in the formula. So here a, b, c are real numbers. Okay, and to decide the nature of these roots, what will be the value? What value will be influence these roots? A or b square minus 4ac. Since here b square minus 4ac is under the root, so that if this value is positive, the square root of positive value we get here. If this value is 0, the square root of 0 we get, the answer will be minus b by 2a. Okay, if this value is less than 0, if it is equal to 0, if it is greater than 0, if it is less than 0, we get under root some negative number. Okay, negative number. That means square root of some negative number. Do we have the square root of negative numbers in real number system? We don't have. Already we have learned in complex number chapter. So that b square minus 4ac value is going to decide the nature of these roots of this quadratic equation x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So that we call b square minus 4ac as discriminant. It discriminates the nature of the roots. So that it is called discriminant. And it is denoted by delta. And it is denoted by the symbol delta. Okay. So b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. It is denoted by symbol delta. Now based on this discriminant, we are going to define the nature of the roots. Now what are the nature of the roots? If a comma b comma c are the real numbers in x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then first point, if delta is equal to b square minus 4ac value, if it is equal to 0, then the roots are x is equal to minus b by 2a. That means the roots are equal. Roots are real and equal. We say that the roots are real and equal, means that root is called a double root, or we get same roots, equal roots. We get double roots. Okay, that means same, minus b by 2a comma minus b by 2a. When if b square minus 4ac value is 0, if b square minus 4ac value is greater than 0, that means delta is greater than 0, then the roots, the nature of the roots is the roots are real and distinct. Real and distinct. So the real numbers as well as different numbers. Distinct means not same, but here real and equal means same. If delta greater than 0, then the roots are real and distinct. Now third point, if delta is less than 0, if delta is less than 0 means the value of b square minus 4ac is negative. If delta is less than 0, then the roots are non-real numbers. The roots are non-real and complex numbers. Non-real and complex, and also they are distinct. Non-real and complex and distinct. Here distinct means conjugate each other. Conjugate of a complex number we have studied in a complex number chapter. Is it? So that if delta is less than 0, then the roots are non-real, complex and distinct each other. That means non-real complex means the answer may be in a plus ib, a minus ib form. Okay, complex numbers conjugate each other are not these two ways. If one root is a plus ib, then the other root will be a minus ib. Like this, complex conjugate to each other. The roots are complex conjugate to each other. So in the case of, if these are real numbers, when what are the real numbers? A, B, C are real numbers. Sir, we are telling ABC are real numbers. Yes. If A, B, C are real numbers, we have learned in class 10th. Now in second case, we are going to learn if A, B, C are rational numbers, what will be the nature of the roots of that particular quadratic equation. Now let us discuss nature of the roots in second case. So let A, B and C are here rational numbers. In previous case, you have assumed those as real numbers. If this rational numbers, then alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then alpha comma beta are equal and rational. Rational and equal. When equal and rational? When it is possible if the discriminant value is 0. So we then say that here rational and equal. In the first case we told that real and equal. Is it? Okay. Now alpha and beta are rational and distinct. Rational and distinct. Distinct means not same. Those are rational and distinct. When if we say that if delta is a square of non-zero rational number, non-zero rational number. Okay, clear? So alpha and beta are the distinct rational numbers. When if delta is a square of non-zero rational, that means indirectly this delta is greater than 0. Here the delta is greater than 0. Now in third case, alpha and beta are conjugate surds. We have learned the surds concept in class 9th. Okay, conjugate numbers, conjugate surds, that means conjugate irrational numbers, not rational. Conjugate surds means not rational. So conjugate surds, if delta is greater than 0 and the value of delta is not a perfect square or is not a square of non-zero rational number. It is not a square of non-zero rational number. Previously we told that we have given that delta is a square of a non-zero rational number. That means it is a perfect square. But here if you come to this case, delta positive only, but the value of delta is not a square of a non-zero rational number. So in another language you can say that delta is not a perfect square in this case. For example, if you get delta is 13, which is greater than 0, but root delta is not a perfect square. So that root 13 value we don't have perfectly. So that it is in this case we get conjugate surds. Okay, but if you come to here, delta is a perfect square. Here the meaning is it is a perfect square. Perfect square means we get here delta value as 4, 16, 9, 25, 225 like this. Okay, clear beta? So this is about the nature of the roots in case 2. Here A, B, C are rational numbers. So how do you say rational numbers means always those should be in BBQ form? Not required. Whatever sometimes they will give. So these cases we get actually in generalization problems. Anyway, we will solve the such type of problems also in exercise in this video itself. Just they define here the coefficients are rational numbers, like that they will give. So don't worry regarding that. So these are the conditions. Please note down and remember. In this case, delta is greater than 0 to perfect square. Here delta is greater than 0 but not a perfect square. Students, if you may think that sir, in this case if we get delta value less than 0, then what about the nature of the roots are simple. Here also those are complex and conjugate each other. So only when delta greater than 0, these two cases are there. If delta is less than 0, we say that complex and conjugate each other. Those roots are complex and conjugate each other. Okay, now we discuss a few more points which are most important for competitive exams also. Okay students, now let us discuss most important points to remember for competitive exams even. That is, I have listed here. These are the 9 points you have to remember well. So here for ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. Then if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, we call here 1 comma c by a are the roots. That means if a, b, c are, what are the a, b, c here? the coefficients of, here the coefficients, ABC are the coefficients. That means if sum of the coefficients is equal to 0, then what is the roots here? 1 comma c by are the roots. So for example, here if you take x square plus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0. If you add 1 plus 5, 6, 6 minus 6, 0. So if you find the roots here, minus 6 na, so 6x minus 1 minus 6 is equal to 0. Am I correct? So here if you take x common, it is x plus 6. Here if you take minus 1 common, it is x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then what are the roots here? So x minus 1 into x plus 6 are the factors. Here the roots are, one is x is equal to 1, another one is x is equal to minus 6. Okay. For this, one is 1 root and another one is c by a. What is the c value here? Minus 6 by a value is 1. Minus 6 by 1. Yes, whether we got or not, yes. So one is 1 and another root is c by a. So 1 comma c by a are the roots. So that without finding the factorization or finding the roots of the given quadratic equation, we can say that simply 1 comma c by a are the roots. So it is a shortcut we can use for exams. If a plus c is equal to b, then minus 1 comma minus c by a are the roots. A plus c means first coefficient and last coefficient are. If the sum is equal to this one, then minus 1 comma minus c by a are the roots. You take your own example and if you want, cross check it. Now difference of the roots. If the two roots are, if you take alpha beta and the difference is 1, then delta value is a square. If the roots of the difference is 1, here the roots of the difference is either 7 or minus 7 or plus 7. So modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to 1, then delta value is how much? A square. So it is a most important point to remember. Then it is also very most important point, that is the 3-star question. The 3-star point, that is if the roots are in the ratio m is to n, then m plus 1 whole square into ac is equal to mn b square. Or else sometimes they will give like this also. M plus n whole square by mn is equal to b square by ac. So you can remember like this also. No issue. Because if you cross multiply, we will get same again. So actually I remember like this only. M plus n whole square into ac is equal to mn b square. It is the most important point for competitive exams. In weekend exams also you will get based on this point questions. Now one root is k times the other. Simple. Here one root is k times the other means the ratio is 1 is to k. Here the ratio is m is to n. So here one root is k times the other means the ratio is 1 is to k. So m value 1, n value k, if you substitute you will get this relation again. No issue regarding this. Okay. But just you memorize it, that's it. One root is negative of the other, then b is equal to 0. That means, for example, I have taken x square minus 4 is equal to 0. Here b is nothing, here b is 0. So the roots are here plus minus 2. So 1 is 2 means another one is, one root is negative of the other. One root 2 aithe, another root is minus 2. So then b is equal to 0. So one root is negative of the other, then b is equal to 0. One root is reciprocal of the other, then a is equal to c. A is equal to c and a value, c value must be same. For example, if you take x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0, of course we will get one answer. Okay, chhod do. Take somewhat different one, that is x square minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. If you find here the roots, we get reciprocal, means reciprocal to each other. So such type of examples we can take here. Okay. For example, if I take, so I have taken 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. A and c are same. So I am finding here x value is minus of minus b plus or minus, I am applying root of b square minus 4ac value. Or else we can write simply here 2 2 are 4 now. Factorization 2 2 are 4, 4 1 are 4. So that anyway we have to get positive 4 plus 4. So minus 4 into minus 1 gives us the answer. So 2x square minus 4x minus 1x plus 2 is equal to 0. Here I am explaining this point for a is equal to c. That means x square coefficient constant, if they are same, they are telling that the roots are reciprocal to each other. Let us check. So here 2x is common. So x minus 2, here minus 1 is common, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Then here x minus 2 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Am I correct? X minus 2 into 2x minus 1. So here x is equal to 2, here x is equal to 1 by 2. Now observe, the roots alpha is 2, beta is equal to 1 by 2. Are these reciprocal to each other or not? Yes. So that means if one root is reciprocal to the other, then here A is equal to C. Here A is equal to C. So note of this example also. Okay, clear. Now the next point, if one root is square of the other, then then AC into A plus C plus B cube is equal to 3ABC. So don't worry about this. Come to the next point. If one root is the nth power of the other, here is one root is second power of the other, but here is nth power of the other, then generalized here. So then here A into C power n whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus A power n into C whole to the power of 1 by n plus 1 plus B is equal to 0. Here one root is the nth power of the other root, means for example if you take alpha is the one root, then the another root will be alpha to the power n. Okay, like this. So one root is nth power of the other root. Okay, for example if I take in this case if one root is alpha, then another root is alpha square. Cube of the other means if one root is alpha, then we can take another root is alpha cube, like this. Okay. So here first we find sum of the roots, next product of the roots we find, and we find this relation. Don't worry about this. Okay. It is also most important for competitive exams. This point and this point, and of course these all points you have to remember, but please stress on these 2 points well. Okay. So based on this we can write if they are given cube of the other means also you can write, because here nth power means here n value is 2. If they are given cube of the other number, then we can say n is equal to 3, like that. Okay, this is a generalized form. Okay, dear students, this is about the concept of nature of the roots and some relations between coefficients and constants. Coefficients and roots of a quadratic equation. It is the most important class. Don't forget to watch it. Share with your friends also. It is the most, and based on this concept, we are going to solve problems in the next class, because video will be very lengthy, so that I am ending this session by this, and the next continuation of this class I am going to take another video. So my dear students, please like our videos, comment and share with your friends. If you do not subscribe, please subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the notification. Thank you all.